Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Long time no see. My YouTube channel had been dormant for 1.5 months because I had continuous classes without a single day off, and eventually I fell really sick, so I couldn't make a single video. But that does not imply that I stopped reading. I had a really good January reading month. The month of February wasn't very good, and I read 12 books in the month of January, but I did not read so many books in February. So it was a so month of February, since today is 26th when I'm filming this video, and eventually February is going to be over in like 3 days, so I'm going to consider the month of February over anyway. So in this video, I'm going to talk about 3 books that I picked up for hashtag Smash the TBR 2020 readathon that I'm participating in, which is hosted by Ashwarya Rathod, aka Dr. Snob. I will put the description of the post in the description box down below so that you can check it out and give a follow up of her account on Instagram, because she's a wonderful person and every year she hosts amazing readathons that you can participate in too. So, well, the series that I'm going to talk to you about comprises of 3 books and is my favorite series right now. And I really don't know which series is going to come after this, which is actually going to take over it, because I loved the series. I genuinely loved the series so very much, and the 3 different books comprises of 3 different prompts, so I was very happy when I picked up the series. So anyway, before even further delving into the video, I would like to point out that this video is brought to you by HarperCollins Publishers India. So before I talk about my favorite series, I'm going to talk about another series of one of my favorite authors of all times, Maureen Johnson. I fell in love with her writing after I read the first story in the anthology Let It Snow. The story's name was The Jubilee Express, and I loved her writing. It was so good. I actually made it a point that I will read all 4 books. So I have brought a book of one of her books, of her duology, called Sweet Scarlet. It hasn't yet arrived yet. So when it arrives, I'll read it and give you my review. But before that, let me talk about a new series that has come out. It's the Truly Devious series. So the last book has come out. The first book is Truly Devious. The second book is The Vanishing Stare. And the last book is The Hand on the Wall. It arrived today itself, and I opened the package right now before filming this video. So, well, I haven't read this trilogy yet, and I'm really excited to read it. So basically, I know a little about the first book, so I'm going to talk to you only about this one, because others are follow-ups of the series, so obviously I won't be able to tell you much about it. So the first book this is set in an elite school in Vermont, which was it's called Ellingham Academy. And there was a time when Ellingham's wife and daughter were kidnapped by this person who goes by the pseudonym Truly Devious. And now in the present days, and that was a unsolved case at that time. So now this person called Stevie Bell is at the first year at the academy, and she's determined to solve the school case. And suddenly this Truly Devious person again comes up, and there are mysteries that has to be solved. So basically, this is a YA mystery book. I'm giving a very vague and amazingly bad description of the book, but I have heard so many good things about the series that I really want to dive into the series ASAP. So I have no idea when I'm going to do it, but I know I'm going to read this book really ASAP, because I have a couple of books on my TBR which are also by HarperCollins. But as soon as I finish them, I know I'm going to binge read this series. So if anybody's interested, do let me know. So this is the first book, Truly Devious. The second one is The Vanishing Stare, and the third one is The Hand on the Wall. The books are really pretty. So now let's get on to the books that are about the readathon and are my favorite books of particular series. That's my favorite. So without any further ado, let's get started on that. So the first book that I'm going to talk to you about is for the prompt, a book which is white in color. So obviously, let me show you the entire trilogy together so you can actually know which trilogy I'm talking about. I'm talking about the Folk of the Air series. So the first book is The Cruel Prince. It's written by Holly Black, and this is the book that I picked up for a book which is white in color. The second book that I have picked up is The Wicked King. This is the second book also in the series, and this is for the prompt, a book which I attempted to read last year but I couldn't finish it. So basically, this had been on my TBR last year but I did not finish it. And the third book and the final book which came out and I had got it for my birthday, which is The Queen of Nothing, and I love this book. So this is the last book in the trilogy and I loved it. And this book was for the prompt, a book which is a fantasy. So this is a YA fantasy which is set in Fae. So this deals with Jude and Taryn, who are humans in the Fey world of Elfheim. So Jude and Taryn's mother was a human, but her father, like their father, is a human, but their stepfather Madog is one of the generals in Elfheim, and Madog had a daughter with Jude and Taryn's mother called Vivi, who like she es- elf like their mother escaped Elfheim with Vivi and got married to Jude and Taryn's father, whom she met in Elfheim too. So eventually, Madoc comes one day and kills like all of like both of their parents and takes three of them away in Elfheim. So years later, they grow up. So but still till now, even after being so many years in Elfheim, they find it really difficult to adjust there. And since they are humans, they are not very, respected and stuff. They are looked down upon. They are treated very badly. There are trigger warnings for abuse, verbal and physical, and they go through a lot of trauma in Elfheim. So basically, Holly Black's fairyland is not very beautiful and stuff. The Fae here are very devious. They are very, they deceive people, and they cannot lie, but they can twist and turn their words and make like force people into making very bad bargains that they really don't want to. So there's that. So Jude and Taryn, they struggle a lot, but Taryn has still accepted her role and she's submissive and stuff, but Jude is determined that she will be a knight and she will do something about her status, and she will rise with power. So there she meets the cruel prince of Elfheim called Carden, and it's a haters to lovers trope romance is also there in the book. So that is one thing I can tell you which is spoilery. So apart from that, Carden hates her because she's a human, and then later things start to unfold, and there is a lot of politics in the book. In fact, all the three books are filled with politics, and which is like there's so much action in all of the books that I really loved each and every one. So there goes the first book, The Cruel Prince. I love the book. As a beginner, this book is amazing. Like even if you are a new person who has never ventured into fantasy, I would recommend you this book because it's amazing. The language is lucid, it's crisp, it's engaging, and I just adored it. I gave it a 5.5 stars for all the three books. In the second book, we see a lot more action than the first book, and the second book I think is the prettiest among all of the three. And after you read each and every book, you come to realize that the covers are beautifully and very skillfully crafted. So I love the second book too, but my favorite was the third book. A lot of people do not like the third book as much because they think they expected a lot more, but I saw a lot of twists and turns which I did not see coming at all. So I enjoyed that a lot about this series. So I am going to recommend you this series like a lot, and it's widely available on Amazon and Flipkart. I will put all the links down in the description below for you to check it out and for you guys to buy this series. I highly recommend this series. There is another book in the series which is in Kindle. I think that's The Lost Sisters or something. That is the point of view of Taryn, who is the sister who had like submitted like herself to Elfhame, and she did not have any aspirations at all, because we see a lot of morally gray characters in this series, and Taryn is one of them. So her point of view is also fascinating. I will also link that down in the description below. Since I don't have a physical copy, I'm unable to show you. Nevertheless, thank you so much for watching the video. Do give a thumbs up if you liked the video, and comment, and do share the video, and do not forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so that whenever I upload a video, you come to know about it. Thank you so much, so much, so very much for like staying with me in spite of me not being active for 1.5 months. Thank you. Have a great day ahead. Bye bye.